This year, we were determined to sing some lesser known pieces. I think previously we'd covered a lot of the classics, you might say, the standard repertoire, the obvious sacred anthems. But having done them, the choir needed to move forward, so we were singing some music by lesser known composers and from different parts of the sort of liturgical calendar that are not as obvious as Easter or Christmas. So that was the main sort of difference from years gone by.
When you're doing an hour-long recital, you do not have a second to stop. Your brain is so switched on. It's very hot, especially Paris in the middle of a very, very hot summer. So it's very hot. You've got to concentrate. You can't breathe for a second. You've got to be so on it. So that's what I think a challenging thing is. If your brain goes, it's gone. But it's then a really enjoyable thing because you're never that focused. And I really enjoy having that level of focus and challenge.
Because of the two parts, which means there's less people on each part, and it's a really, really big work, and it took us a long time to learn.
There are a number of things that can make pieces of music more difficult. Sometimes it's simply we divide into more parts. The standard voicing of a choir is soprano, alto, tenor, bass. But sometimes in Celos or Shendid Hodie, you've got 2 sopranos, 2 altos, 2 tenors and 2 basses, but then they're separate choirs. You've got choir 1 and choir 2 singing what's called antiphonally.
The pronunciation is quite difficult. It's all in Latin, and the timing's really difficult. You split into 2 choirs, so you're not sat with your usual section. Your timing has got to be absolutely perfect, because if one choir goes or even one person goes out, the entire thing falls apart. So it's really one where you've got to concentrate, but when you pull it off, it is amazing.
So this piece is not at the standard of the other ones. Genuinely, this isn't like me just whatever. This isn't fit. This isn't fit for standard, I'm afraid. I'm right here, right now, that is not good enough to sing in Paris. We can only do our best, it is what it is. Can we do it better? Choir 2. Choir 2. That's the problem. Like that Yam Fin, it just came in with zero conviction. Yam Fin em habend. Just didn't come in. Absolutely dribbled in. Can we do it? Can we? I'll tell you what. Genuinely, it's just hard. It's hard. That's all it is. And it's it's easy for me. It's easy for me. Yeah, I was going to say we're going to do that now. We're going to do that. But this is what I want. This is what it has to have to be fit for consumption. When I go, yam, thinem, ha, it has to be banging. I'm singing every tenor note. I'm singing tenor 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I am singing exactly all the time where it should be. And when I came in then, that was the point, was enough for me. I went, yam, fin, and it all drifted in after me. No. It's just, there's no rits, there's no rals. So you finish that phrase before. It's Alleluia, yam, fin. There's no rest, there's no rit, there's no ral, there's no pause, it's bang. And it didn't come in. And this is what I've said, and I'm sure you're beginning to understand this. These things are like a fungus that grows, starts on your toenail, isn't it, Seamus? And it grows right up into your armpit, and it rots you away. And that's what happens. One bit comes in a bit slow, then the others come in slow with them, and then it comes off the rails. It comes off, the cart that was full of live sheep comes off the rails, and it's horrible. So let's try it then, okay. So we've got, we're not going to be either side of the church. It'll just be a sort of 1 foot or 2 foot gap there. So can we sort of sensibly arrange ourselves into choir 1 and 2 that way? So what do we... I think more than anything, that the change again comes back to this word confidence. People knowing each other in the choir, knowing the strengths of the choir, trusting the other sections of the choir to come in when they should, to allow you to come in when you should. And I think a lot of singers have grown in experience, whereas maybe half the choir have sung a lot of music over many decades. We've got half the choir who haven't. And I do think that overall, there's a lot more experience in the choir now, which contributes to a warmer, fuller, more confident sound. So we do encourage younger singers who are sort of on an upward trajectory, as opposed to some of our singers, like myself. We encourage them to take a full part in everything we do. And although they may not be as experienced in singing so many different pieces, for example, many of the pieces are new to them, but their voices are fresh, enthusiastic, bright, strong, so they add a real vibrancy to the overall tone and blend of the choir. And I think a lot of the older singers, they were once soloists. They've been there, they've done that, they've sung in the small ensembles, but it's a new experience and challenge for our younger singers, and it's a rite of passage. You know, I was there in my sort of late teens and 20s, you know, put on the spot and singing difficult music in small groups, pressure, but that helps you become a better musician.
So having not conducted for that long, Ave Maricela, it's in 4/4. It's a really nice time signature. It's one I'm quite familiar with, and it's a really nice one to provide a foundation to develop my conducting skills whilst still challenging myself with an 8-part a cappella piece. So I've always really enjoyed the opportunity to conduct. I'm really grateful to Phil to continue to give me that opportunity to develop my skills. I recently started a job teaching, and I've been involved in my school choir, and it's lovely to develop the skills in MAC so that I can take it across to the school, because I just love the idea of standing in front of a choir and just having the power of that in front of you. It's incredible.
I enjoyed the challenge of conducting in the massive venues, but it was also really nerve-wracking and a big step for me in my conducting career. I think it's just gathering that experience. I'm just excited to take every opportunity I can, but being able to say that I've conducted in San Sulpice and the Madeleine is quite cool.
Ladies and gents, my name's Stuart. I'm only taking you as far as leader and then you've been the main driver. Charlie for the remainder of
Part time. Injuries. I'm very easy getting injuries, so that's alright. I haven't actually seen
every life choice I've made.
Is that black guy or black?
Bonjour, good morning. Bonjour. This is Paris day 1 of the MAC Tour 2023. We are about to take a boat course down the Seine, and look, I can't see it. Hey! Yeah, we will update you on our day. So we are currently on the boat cruise. I can't talk very loud because they're about to give us loads of information, but I will film lots of the sights and show you. Bonjour, it's our final day of Paris, and we are about to do our final concert in this gorgeous building, L'Église Saint-Sulpice. That was very good French, man. And this is our church. We're very excited to go in there and take a look. Should we go in? Sing, yeah, should we have a look? Let's go! So, for those of you that don't know, a little bit of history, background of L'Église Saint-Sulpice. The very famous Dan Brown film, Da Vinci Code, was filmed here, and the Rose Line, which unfortunately is fictional, ran through the centre of the church. I'm very excited, I'm a very big Da Vinci Code fan, so I'm very quiet. Let's go in. Wow. This church is beautiful. So cute. We're gonna go up to the main bit now. Can you see the organ, Meg? Oh yeah, look at the organ. I think the organ is bigger than my house. We'll be singing. See you later. Well, just come around. Final concert done. Amazing venue, amazing acoustic. The audience was so lovely. They were so accommodated. It was an incredible experience. Gosh, I feel like I'm so like full of adrenaline now. I know. I can't believe it's over.
I know, that was so good. The acoustics in there was amazing. Like you sing the note and it just
rung, just absolutely rung. Hopefully you'll enjoy these.
I'm too excited not even looking at the road.
Bye.